Okay, so I got these pigtails in. I said this on a live recently. You either are a 10-year-old wearing pigtails or you 70. I haven't made it to 70, but I'm damn close. I'm closer to 70 than 10. So we're going with that. Because you know, there's you got to be in a space where you will walk down the street with pigtails in your head as a 50-something-year-old woman. And honestly, quite honestly, it's just been like, whatever. You know, the pandemic had said, you know what, just do this. Anyway, let's talk now. You all have really enjoyed my underrated videos, so I decided let's keep this going. Those were like my more, because it's cold still, so just so y'all know, part of the reason why I still put them out is because I know some of us are still experiencing cold. But I wanted to come on through with my luxury on a budget, unique perfumes. So this is the affordable bunch. Don't worry, the niche and luxury will be coming for you snooty people. But right now, we're talking about that luxury on a budget when you saving them coins and still smelling good and not like everybody else. Now, to be quite honest, you know, the majority of things that we have, a lot of us have, will not be, you know, a lot of people we know won't just have them. However, I will say this, fragrance is getting a resurgence of popularity right now. So I feel like you're going to find more people are going to like know the things you're wearing or have at least heard of them. All right, so let's talk luxury on a budget. I am going to start with one that is just super affordable, two that are super affordable because they are from Aubusson. Okay, so, and I know this one really no one's heard of. These are this romance collection that they have, and this is called Champagne Chateau. Now, I have a couple more of these, and there's actually a few more out there that I might be trying to get, but these are just fun. They're fun, and they are just like girly girl. They really are. Here's what they are. They are, and they cost $15. Okay, let me first say that. They cost $15. The thing about these, though, is they're like an elevated body mist. I'm just telling the truth. These are EDP. They do last a lot longer than body mist, but they vibe like body mist. They're kind of light and cute and not too serious. This one, Champagne Chateau, is exactly that. It's kind of bubbly. It's kind of got this bubbly, almost champagne-y vibe to it, like an orange, like an orange mimosa. Did I say that shit? Like a mimosa. So it's giving you mimosa vibes. Champagne Chateau. So that's the first one on our journey into luxury on a budget. And then the next one is Radiant Iris. Now this is from their private collection. These I got this one on FragranceNet. A lot of people have said they've seen these in like Marshalls and stuff for like really inexpensive. I think I paid $20-something for this 100 ml. This is a beautiful iris. It's got a little fruitiness in the beginning, but it's a really pretty iris fragrance. It's got the little powderiness, but it's not super powdery. But here's what it is. It's a very elegant fragrance. You would never, no one would ever believe you've paid under $20 for this. You know, when you think under $20, you think of things like Gina Tay back in the day and things like that. Not something that is so elegant as this. This is really a surprise at the price point, because you know, when you're getting things like this, sometimes you want it to be nice, but you don't think it's gonna be like sophisticated. Like you could wear this to after 5 event and hold your own wearing it. So that is this. Now it does have a little black currant, so it's a little juicy. So it's got little berries on the top. It's got black currant and raspberry, and then it has the iris and a little musk and a little amber. So it's quite beautiful. It's a really pretty fragrance. Let me stop talking about it. Let's go to the next fragrance. So here's what's going to happen with these. Some of them are not as easy to find right now, but they should be inexpensive if you find them. So I'm going to talk about Bordeaux. This is Bordeaux, and this is their 1902 collection, and this is Figure Blanche. Now these are eau de colognes, right? So think Jo Malone, but at a price point that makes sense. And these actually last longer than Jo Malone's. Let me say that. They do last longer. They don't last forever, but I paid like $20-some for this big old thing. This is how many ounces? This is like 125 mil. And this is a really beautiful fig. And like it says, it comes off as like a white fig. So it's kind of it's powdery, a little musky, and it's a gorgeous sweet fig. The fig is perfect. It is not too woody. It's giving you that fig flesh that is just gorgeous. So that is Figure Blanche by Bordeaux. Let me show y'all that again. Somebody said I don't hold them up long enough. Now this one I know you can find. It is on Fragrance X right now, if I'm not mistaken. Check Fragrance X. Now this one is not easy to find right now, but oh, I did find it on eBay in the 25 range. This is Pivot and Rhubarb. So this is a peony and rose fragrance, but let me tell you, it's serving like it's got that tartness from the rhubarb. So it reminds me of like Pivot's Printemps by Maison Lancôme. It kind of vibes like that. And it also kind of vibes like a Delina-esque vibe. Not a dupe, but because it's got that tartness and the florals. It is like one of those things that I could just wear, and it's just easy. It's one of those easy things to spray on and wear during the summertime, because I feel like, summertime, spring and summer is where you just kind of happy to be outside, especially when you live someplace that's cold. You just so excited for the warm weather, and you just want to be running out sometimes and just sitting on your damn porch. I could just, this is like sitting on my porch chilling, nothing special, run to the store, want to smell good, one of those fragrances. But it is just very classy and unique. All right. Now, everybody's talking about this brand right now, but they ain't talking about this. So, right now, La Perla has become very popular in the fragrance community. However, they're talking about them expensive as La Perlas. This is not one of them, because La Perla has quite a few that are inexpensive and quite good. This one is part of this collection, and this is Lotus Shadow. Now, Lotus Shadow is just this really gorgeous tea-based fragrance. Let me tell you, I had green tea, I had white tea before, but I really didn't start really loving tea until I got this. This has a very floral, it's a floral with the tea in it. The tea is so delicate. This is a very delicate fragrance. It's not gonna last long, really. It really doesn't. But it's just so light and airy. This is one for, you would definitely have to carry some with you if you wore it out. But this is like very girly. This is very brunch appropriate. This is very picnic vibe. Like if you're going to be like in the park doing something kind of cute, not just hanging out sweating, but cute park. You know what I'm saying? Cute park stuff, where you want to have a cute little fragrance on, but you don't want it to be too much because you don't want the bees all over you. This is a perfect fragrance for it. So this is Lotus Shadow by La Perla. Then I have these two. I got these last year, and I didn't think I was going to like them as much as I do, but dang, I really like them. And this was like one of those, oh, these are super cheap, let me try them. So these two, there's another one, but this is La Fleurs de Lavande, and this is Blue Orchid. Now this was the one I wasn't sure I was gonna like, but I really do. So this is kind of fruity, And then it has, and gets musky, and it has a little bit of tonka bean in it. So it gets it has a vanillic vibe to it. So it starts out kind of fruity, and then you get the florals, and it's a little, and it's musky, because there's definitely, as it dries down, you get the muskiness, but there's this really nice vanilla from the tonka bean, that tonka bean vanillic vibe, and it's really nice. It's like, when I was wearing it, this is what it was for me. It was like, almost like wearing a slightly gourmandish springtime fragrance. Not super gourmand, but it just kind of gives a gourmand vibe. The blue orchid. So it's kind of like a floral with a slightly gourmand vibe with that tonka bean. But it's just really, really just a lightweight, girly fragrance. And then this one was the one that really got me, which was Sunny Magnolia. I have, for a while, I could not smell Magnolia, y'all. I was getting things with Magnolia and could not smell the Magnolia. So I almost didn't get this, because I was like, but these things were like $20-some. So I had to buy the 3 of them. You know why? When you buy something like that, you have to get the whole collection. You have to get the whole collection. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So anyway, this is Sunny Magnolia. And this, at first I was kind of disappointed, because I thought it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. Because this was the one that I said, oh, this is going to be good. This has apricot in it, and osmanthus. Now, if you don't know anything about me, I love apricot-y, osmanthus-y vibe and fragrances. And at first I wasn't getting it, but after I let it sit, then the apricot-y vibe came out, and it's got a little white musk in it, and it's got a little jasmine, so it's got little florals in it. So but it's such a pretty fragrance. This was like my just throw it on last summer. I know it doesn't look like a lot, but it actually lasted pretty good on the skin. This was like something that I was just like sitting around the house and putting on, you know, just barbecuing on the back porch. I was wearing this, and it was really just this really kind of fruity but quite elegant fragrance. I love, by the way, I didn't even mention, let's look at these bottles, y'all. Look at that bottle. The bottle is gorgeous, and then if you turn it over, you see that they have this the printed on the back. So these are just like really minimalistic looking and just really cute. This is a very clean girl vibe, because that musk is there, and the musk does, as it dries down, the musk becomes more prominent, but you still get that kind of fruity vibe from it. So this is Sunny Magnolia. Now this one right here, y'all love Dolce & Gabbana, the one, the only one, and everything, but I don't hear people talking about Essence. Essence is that shit. This, if you like peach, you need this. This has a burst of peach in the beginning. It's a burst of peach. I love it for that. It is a burst of peach on your skin, and it smells delightful. As it dries down, it's a amber floral, so it has a richness to it, but not too rich. I really love it for the spring and summertime, because it gives off rich auntie vibes in a low-key way. So this is a very like the other ones are a little lighter. This has a little more depth to it. This is like rooftop lunch, you know, going to, you know, hanging out at the rooftop, having cocktails. This is something that you could wear there, because the breeze would hit and you would smell so good. So next up, let's see where we're going with this. Speaking of peach, let's hit this peach. This is Lapidus Oud Blanc. Now this bottle is quite stunning. If you know, it's kind of stunning. It's kind of got this like white, just very, I'm not, the cap is okay, but I really like this bottle, right? But this is a peachy oud. It's got rose in it, but it does have a little peachy prominent vibe to it. So it's like a peachy rose oud, and it is really cute Real, this is like one of those ouds you can wear in the spring and summer, because the oud is well blended, and I'm sure it's like, you know, synthetic oud, but it's not skanky. It's just giving you that woody vibe that you need to you know, balance out the fruitiness and the florals, to give it a more complex vibe to it, and make it wear longer and better. And as it dries down, you do get a little, hold on for a second. Okay, let me get back to this. So I'm sorry, I had to do something. But yeah, so then, and as it dries down, you get a little vanilla, you get a little muskiness. So it's like a vanilla musk. It is so pretty. I know I keep saying that, but that's why I pulled out of these. But yeah, this is a just really kind of unique. We'll have people turn around like, oh, you smell gorgeous, child. Yes, that is Oud Blanc by Ted Lapidus. We're going to stay with Ted Lapidus for a second, because I got another one. Matter of fact, I should just buy a bunch of Ted Lapidus, because ain't nobody talking about his ass. Okay, so this is White Soul Gold and Diamonds. I had to buy this because it was from my perfumer of choice to buy inexpensive fragrances from, and that's Francis Kirkjohn. And this is a floral fruity. This has a the fruitiness is citrusy, right? But it's like a juicy kind of sweet, but more not tart. It's a sweet one. And then it's a white floral with jasmine and a little orange blossom, and it is gorgeous. And as it dries down, and you get the amber and the vanilla, and then some heliotrope to make it a little powdery. This is so much better than what it costs. You know, because, and I don't mean better than what it costs, but when it comes down to these things, people see this, the cost of this, and a lot of people are like, I don't want that, because they feel like it's not quality. This is such good quality. And as I always say, a Francis Kirkjohn that's not MFK is just as good as the MFK ones. You just don't pay as much. Now, I will say this is a tacky little bottle. Oh my gosh, this is tacky. But the juice inside is elegant and sophisticated, and can be worn for every occasion. So that is White Soul Gold and Diamonds. Now, since we're back on Kirkjohn, let's get another Kirkjohn going. This is Carvin Le Parfum. You see, I can't even say that shit right. Carvin Le Parfum. That sounded so bad. But anyway, this is another Francis Kirkjohn. He did all of these, by the way, for the Carvin ones. The Carvin L'Absolu, Carvin L'Eau de Toilette. Ooh, that one's a good one too. But we're going to go with this one. This is a floral woody musk. So it's got a lot of beautiful florals in it. It's got a little hyacinth. It's got a little apricot. Y'all know I love apricot. And osmanthus. So it's got that apricot-y nuance that I love. And then sandalwood. As it dries down, you get this really nice sandalwood with a little muskiness to it. Oh, baby. This is a Francis Kirkjohn. I know everybody wants to get the Gentle Fluidity Golds. I know they want to get the Oud Satin Moons and the, of course, BR 540s. But I'm telling you, his creations for other brands that are much more inexpensive will knock you out, will knock you off your feet, because this is just a really stunning fragrance. Really stunning. Now, I was never into this brand until recently, and it's so old school, but this is Elizabeth Taylor Gardenia. $15. No, you ain't even gonna pay $20 for this. But if you love a white floral, if you love a gardenia fragrance, you need to have this in your collection, because this is just a perfect gardenia fragrance. It is light, it is airy, it's giving you all that gardenia vibe. It just feels like you are in New Orleans, and the gardenia is in, you're walking past a house with gardenia in the garden, and the breeze hits it, and it is gorgeous. Now, don't last as long as it could, but that's okay because the damn thing is $15, maybe $17. So you can carry it with you, decant it, spray it as much as you need, and just rock the hell out of this. Okay, so real talk, I've never really been a Neroli chick, but this Neroli knocked me out. And I had this for a while and didn't wear it because, I don't know, I tell y'all, sometimes I be buying stuff and not really thinking about it. So this is by Roger and Galette. This is Neroli Varsity. Is this an eau de parfum? I can't remember what concentration this is. Hold on. It says it's an extrait de cologne. I don't know what that means. But this is a gorgeous white floral with a citrusy vibe to it. Of course, because it's Neroli, right? So, but it doesn't have that. Sometimes Neroli can be bitter. It is not bitter. It has that sweetness of Neroli. It has orange blossom, which is the other part of the, you know, orange tree. So it has that sweetness from the orange blossom. And then it has, as you dry down, this is so good. A little woodiness, because it's not musky, but it's woody. So it gets woody, which is perfect because this is a very heavy floral with some citrus in it, and it needs some wood so that it makes it not just linear and doesn't move and gets better. But yes, this is so good, so good. So this is Neroli Varsity. Like I said, I didn't expect, I don't know what I expected. I don't even know why I bought it. It was one of them buying a bunch of stuff moments, and it was super cheap. It had a candle to go with it, so I purchased it, and I didn't even open it for a while. And then one day I said, well, let's just try it. And I was like, what are you doing? So yeah, Neroli Varsity. I don't know how to say it. All right, I almost forgot this one, and I should have done it earlier with the other Dolce & Gabbana, but this is Desire. I honestly I don't own a lot of Dolce & Gabbana. These are the only two. But anyway, this is a really pretty amber floral, but I will say that it is really sharp on the top, which makes it a little off-putting for some, but the sharpness goes away. And then you get this nice little tuberose, and then it becomes kind of creamy and sweet because it has vanilla in it and a little caramel. So it gets deep as it dries down. You get this kind of rich caramel and vanilla. It makes it quite an evening fragrance in the spring and in the springtime, and you know, cooler nights in the summer. So this has a date night vibe to it as it dries down, because you've got that tuberose, which is a sexy, sexy floral. Say it with me, sexy floral. And the caramel and the vanilla. Ooh, yes. So that is Desire, the one Desire by Dolce & Gabbana. All right, hoes, that is all of them for today. I hope you found something that you like. You know, I try to come with some good stuff. So let me know if you saw something that you're interested in, or you own it also, especially if you made it this far. And if you made it this far, put a little heart. Do I really want to say a heart in the comments? How about that? Give me 2 fingers. 2 fingers. Give me 2 fingers in the comments if you made it this far. I would appreciate it. All right. You all have a great day. Be bold, be brave, be fearless, be free. Talk to you later.